Who is a leader? A leader is someone who can show how things can be improved and who relays people to move towards that better vision. A leader is someone who inspires passion and motivation in followers, the person who leads or commands a group, organization, or country. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be looking at the top 10 worst African leader in history. If you are new here, consider subscribing and turn on notification bell for more uploads. Number 10. Deodora Obiang, former president of Equatorial Guinea. Obiang was chairperson of the African Union from 31 January 2011 to 29 January 2012. He has been widely accused of corruption and abuse of power under his rule. Equatorial Guinea continues to have one of the worst human rights records in the world. Obiang has placed family members in key government positions. Equatorial Guinea is currently a dominant party state, in which Obiang holds virtually all governing power in the nation and almost all seats in the legislature. He is the longest-serving president of any country ever, consecutively serving current non-royal national leader in the world. Number 9. Ahmed Sekou Toure, former president of Guinea. Ahmed was a Guinean political leader and an African statesman who became the first president of Guinea from 1958 until his death in 1984. Under his rule, many people were killed, including at the notorious Camp Boiro. He was a corrupt leader who imposed harsh laws on the people. He became famous for investing in innovative methods of murder. He has been described as the worst president in Africa, making life difficult for people during his tenure. Number 8. Muhammodu Buhari, current president of Nigeria. He was a former military head of state in Nigeria in the 80s. In the 2015, he defeated the incumbent president Goodluck Jonathan, and he has emerged as the Nigerian president. He made this list because of the pain and hardship he has caused for Nigerians right now. His leadership has crippled Nigeria, making the giant of Africa to become the dwarf of Africa. Nigeria has been reduced to nothing through his leadership. He has therefore been regarded as the worst president in Nigeria. Number 7. Mobutu Sese Seko, former president of Democratical Republic of Congo. Between 1965 to 1997, he killed uncountable numbers of people during his tenure as president. He murdered opposition leaders in broad daylight. He forced all television stations to start the evening news with an image of him descending through cloud from the heaven. His style at once bold and vigorous, for an entire generation the very model of an African autocrat, with leopard skin cap and carved wooden topped with an eagle. Number 6. Idi Amin Dada, former president of Uganda. Idi Amin was an Uganda military officer and politician who served as the third president of Uganda from 1971 to 1979. He ruled as a military dictator and is considered as the most brutal despot in modern world history. He murdered more than 500,000 civilians in Uganda, including foreign investors, opposition leaders, and archbishops. He was confirmed to eat women's flesh. He raped almost all the beautiful women and girls that are in his palace. He gave himself numerous titles, including His Excellency, President for Life, Dr. Idi Amin, VC, MC, Lord of all beasts on the earth, DCO, and lots more. Number 5. Robert Mugabe, former president of Zimbabwe. Robert is the president of Zimbabwe since 1987 to 2017. He once said, "Only God can remove him." Many people call him a murderer. Over the years, he has arrested and tortured the opposition and squeezed the nation's economy into negative growth and billion% inflation. Ideologically an African nationalist, he has therefore been described as the worst African leader in history. Number 4. Muammar Al-Qaddafi, former president of Libya. Some Africans saw him as King of Kings of Africa. Gaddafi was the de facto leader of Libya from 1967 to 1977, and then as the brotherly leader of the great socialist people Libya, Arab Jamahiriya, from 1977 to 2011. Some Libya call him a lunatic and others call him a hero. His children and immediate relatives have the right to kill without anyone questioning them. He was killed on the 20th October 2011. Number 3. Charles Taylor, former president of Liberia. Taylor is a former Liberian politician and converted warlord who served as the 22nd president of Liberia from 2nd August 1997 until his resignation on 11th August 2003. He was the main cause of the Liberian Civil War that was killed many innocent Liberians. He encouraged his followers to use will as a weapon to cut off hands of people who opposed him. The warlord was found guilty of all 11 counts and crimes against humanity by Special Court for Sierra Leone. Number 2. Omar Al-Bashir, former president of Sudan. He seized power in 1989 in a bloodless military coup against the government of the democratically elected Prime Minister Sadiq Al-Mahdi. He still ranked as murdered more than 10,000 people, raped and pillaged against civilians in Darfur. In Sudan, he has been declared the world criminal and the wanted criminal by the International Criminal Court. On 11 February 2020, the Sudanese government announced that he had agreed to hand over al-Bashir to the ICC for trial. Number 1. Sani Abacha. He was a Nigerian general who ruled as the military head of state of Nigeria from 1993 until his death in 1998. Abacha became the first Nigerian army officer to attain the rank of a full military general without skipping a single rank. He was epitome of brutality and was responsible for the imprisonment and executions of many of his opponents. He got his fortune through his personal billing in Nigeria oil reserve. He embezzled billions of dollars from the National Central Bank. Sani Abacha has been described as the first West African leaders in history. Kindly hit the like button if you have enjoyed this video, and feel free to check out all my videos.